for us. Well, an energy crisis is also affecting Sri Lanka. The country has just less than a day's worth of fuel left and is struggling to raise money to pay for some half a dozen fuel shipments. That's according to comments made by Sri Lanka's energy minister on Sunday. Well, we can cross live now to Archana Shukla in Delhi, who has been following this story for us. Archana, great to have you on the program. I know you've reported extensively from Sri Lanka, haven't you? Particularly about this energy crisis. What is the way out of this?
Getting more fuel supplies because the country depends entirely on imported fuel and that too fossil fuels. But that will take some time to come in. 9 fuel shipments are expected in July and August, and the country needs about $600 million to pay for these fuel shipments to come in, and that is something that the government is working on to secure that funding. At this point in time, only about a few thousand tons of fuel is remaining, which is just worth 1 day of fuel. Remember, last week the government had already stopped supplying fuel to private vehicles and was only supplying fuel for essential services like ambulances, etc. At this point, public transport completely collapsed. Private buses, 20,000 of them across the country that manage about 2/3 of public transport, only about 1,000 of them are running very skeletal services. Tuk-tuks, three-wheelers, private vehicles, all are only seen in long queues outside fuel stations. Schools have been shut for over a week across the country because of the fuel crisis. In a very surprising move, the government will now be allowing companies to pay in dollars for retail fuel sales, something which had never been done in the past, but that is just to get some more dollars in their coffers.
Yeah, it sounds like a really difficult situation for people living and working there. How are businesses and individuals coping with this?
Well, you know, most private offices are working, have asked their employees to work from home. Even government offices have been told to allow their staff to work from home as much as possible. But, you know, that's just one part of it. Export-oriented industries that get in the much-needed dollars, they have been given some bit of a leeway. They have not stopped production. So the garment industry, the tea exporting industry, rubber exporting industries, because they've been allowed to use the dollars they earn in revenues to buy imported raw materials. So at least the production cycle is going on. But most of the industries say that the buyer's confidence is shaken because steady electricity is something that they require, which has been missing for some time. And that is kind of, affecting the confidence of the buyer to give future orders. Tourism, which is the largest revenue generator, has seen about 60% drop in bookings from tourists because transport and fuel shortage directly affects the industry. Even the other dollar generating industry, IT, has seen a big pushback because of lack of electricity, because they need steady power and smooth internet, both of which is missing.
Archana Shukla, thank you for giving us such a comprehensive update on that situation.